So you guessed it, today I'm at Lᴜධᴇ. Now I've even got a sign to prove it. Now just opposite where I am now is one of the best ice cream shops I've ever been to. Gus damn good ice cream. It is the best ice cream in all of Bangkok in my humble opinion. There's a nice little cluster of shops here. It's right on King Rama 1 road and Lᴜධᴇ W쏘ʟδs 1. You'll know it because it's got this really cool mural here by Joker EB. I love it. And the reason this one is here is actually because it used to be a cinema, like an independent cinema right here. So they've taken out some of the most famous cinematic scenes from Thai cinema, the cinematic classics, and it's depicted here in this street art, this mural here. So I'll get some closer images of this really cool mural here. Actually, this is really a how to create a good movie visual guide. You need the pretty lady, bit of romance, bit of chaos, the chaos scene depicted here in blue. Of course you need a fight scene. You need some explosions as well. Some kind of a vehicle crash. This one's got it all. It's got the plane, got a car, got a truck and a motorcycle. So it's got all the action scenes rolled into one. Need the handsome guy, the lady that's pretending to be interested but not really interested in the handsome guy, and a little bit of a kung fu scene there as well. So if you're a screenwriter and you're stuck for some ideas, just come on down here and you'll realize what's missing from your film. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my videos, thanks for watching lukewalks. Just be aware that I'm new to Bangkok. I've only been here about 2 years. So my videos are basically a discovery kind of a video. So I'm by no means an expert. So if I pronounce things incorrectly or make a few mistakes, just be aware that that is the learning journey that I'm on. So discovering and sharing is what this video is all about. Lᴜධᴇ, I'm in the Silom area and I'm exploring this. Lᴜධᴇ is the first soi I came to from the Rama 4 road, and it has a distinct Japanese flavour. So much so that they've even got a donkey coming soon. Anyway, I'm going to continue down Silom Road and see what else I discover. So you're aware, my videos, this is season 2 of lukewalks, and I'm doing a focus on Bangkok district and Patpong district, which is famous for Chinatown. Now this series, season 2, is coming to a close, so after this season I'm going to do a few more of the major cities and around Thailand, like Pattaya, Ayutthaya, Chiang Mai, but I'm also going to focus on some of the festivals as well. So that's coming up in season 3. So festivals like Songkran and Lᴜධᴇ. Now this is Silom Soi 4, and it is the place to visit. Always has been, perhaps always will be, a place to visit if you're a man and you like men. So this here is a famous club here in Silom. It is called Circus in Soi 4, and they have a lot of performance. Now I'm deliberately here in the daytime because you can't really, I'm not the kind of person who's going to walk around and filming people who don't want to be filmed. So when you come to somewhere like the red light districts, cameras are not really welcome. So this is a G-rated tour of Silom Soi 4. But yes, this is the place if you like boys, if you're a boy and you like boys. Sorry, I didn't mean boys as in underage boys, I meant men who like men. Yeah, let's say manpower. If you're a man and you like manpower, this is the Soi for you. So this dark and mysterious Soi is the Soi where the famous Patpong Museum is. Now this Patpong Museum is kind of a recent addition to the Bangkok landscape. So it's only been open a couple of years. So from what I've read, it's the place to go to learn all about the red light district and the Patpong area. So I've just got to find it. So in the 2020s, Patpong is not quite like it used to be. There's a lot of places that are really closed. I mean in the daytime, but you can see they've actually shut down. They're no longer open. But there are a few remaining that survived the pandemic. We've got Dream Boy Bangkok, which is still open. We've got Paddy Field. The Paddy Field is still open. Down here we've got Dream Boy. It's still open. Hot Mail, Fresh Boys. I think you're starting to get the theme of this street here. Anyway, this is the Soi that Patpong Museum is on, and there's plenty of places to go if you like to party. And don't just remember, this is not just what the ground floor. If you look up, there's quite a few places on the second floor as well. Here's a bar that's open. Might be time for a beer. Cool down. So this is a kind of a common sight around Patpong, the nightlife district now. A lot of closed places, which back in its heyday, this place was all teeming with life and activity at the night time. But now, it's a very different story. So Patpong got its name from the owners of this block of land. So the land here was purchased in 1946, and it was the enterprising son that decided that they could open up a couple of bars and restaurants. The son, who had this idea, he actually spent time working with the army and working in the US. So he had a kind of a firm grip on what Westerners kind of look like, and he got some ideas from the West that he incorporated into this area. It was he who actually, so this whole property was owned by that family, and he actually created Patpong Soi 1, made an actual road, built the road himself, and then lined it with the bars and the nightclubs and things like that. Then they created Soi 2, Patpong Soi 2, and then Patpong Soi 3. So this land in the early days was actually attracted a lot of businesses because of his business connections. This was the headquarters of a lot of kind of important foreign companies. And to cater for these foreigners who were working here, he opened up some bars. There were some bars and things that were introduced. So this is where they worked, and this is where they partied as well. But soon enough, the party industry kind of overtook this area, and the businesses moved out, and then it became a full-blown entertainment district in 2004. It was declared, there's some special entertainment zones declared by the BMA, the Bangkok Metropolitan Authority. So this was one such entertainment area, which has certain rules that other places don't. For example, this place here, they can stay open, I think it was till 2 a.m. So 2004 was when that was declared. Now there was also a night market that was introduced as well. So we'll go and find the night market, but I don't think the night market survived the pandemic. So with regard to the red light districts in Bangkok, there's Patpong, which is where we are now. There's also Soi Nana and also Soi Cowboy. There are three special designated entertainment zones where if you're into that kind of thing, that's where you can get your needs met. So it's pretty evident. There's actually a lot of construction going on here, a lot more beautification. I think the Silom area and the Patpong area is kind of easing their way out of that red light district reputation. Because even the footpaths now is a lot more neat and tidy. And in fact, there was a certain turning point where this This area here used to just be clogged and flooded with loads of street markets, food vendors and things like this. But then the BMA actually put in a rule that said you can't have any street food along this road because it was just causing way too much congestion, traffic congestion in the area. But now they've taken it even much further and really tidied up the street. It's actually a really respectable neighborhood. But then again, I am here in the daytime. And speaking of respectable, I have been offered a lot of massages so far. Hello, mister, you want a massage? So Patpong can be, is famous for many firsts in Bangkok. Patpong area had the first ever 7-Eleven. And if you fast forward to the 2020s, 7-Elevens are absolutely everywhere. So this is where the first one was. Also in Patpong, this was the first, the place where they had the first ever go-go bar in all of Southeast Asia. Patpong has also had the first pizzeria, Italian pizzeria called Grand Prix. And Patpong also can claim that they had the first ever Japanese restaurant in all of Thailand. Actually, I made a mistake. As with learning about a new place, you make mistakes. So Grand Prix was actually the first go-go bar, the name of the first go bar, and Madrid was the first pizzeria in this area. So I've stopped at Shenanigans, a well-known Irish pub here in Patpong, for a quiet shandy to cool down and to rehydrate. Anyway, the nightlife here in Patpong used to be the #1 place in Bangkok for all your entertainment needs and desires. You could get all your wishes and desires met here. But when Soy Nana and Soy Cowboy started to be discovered and started to grow, a lot of foreigners were attracted to those. So less and less people started coming to Patpong. So it kind of lost its popularity, or perhaps it's just the way things are. You know, that people are often looking for the newest and the latest and the best places to go. So nightclubs very rarely, they certainly have a shelf life. So this whole area, Patpong, is kind of it's gone past its use by date now, and it's not the happening place that it used to be. There's a lot more other entertainment areas around. Now, it really was dealt a crushing blow during the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, when things got shut down, and there was a few establishments that tried to hold on. They kept paying their rent for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, but very few had the resources to actually survive the pandemic. So there's loads of vacant shops, pubs and restaurants around the Patpong entertainment zone nowadays. Anyway, there's a little bit of a parallel with the Silom night market. This used to be a really busy and popular tourist spot here, the Silom night market, because you get all your counterfeit goods. You can get your CDs and your DVDs and your fake Gucci and Louis Vuitton stuff. But the BMA kind of tightened the screws a bit there. So first of all, they put a shutdown on all the food vendors around. So that kind of removed a fair bit of that hustle and bustle. But then a few more other things that happened in society, and one is that counterfeit goods, there was a bit of a tightening of the screws there. It wasn't really good for Thailand's public image to be selling so much fake stuff, so much so out in the public. But also with the onset of online shopping, a lot of things can be purchased online nowadays. So with Lᴜධᴇ and Shopee, so people are doing a far more shopping online than they used to. So that also was like a crushing blow to the Silom night market. And then of course, similar to the nighttime district, when COVID hit and markets were, this whole area was completely shut down, the shop vendors had to find another, they tried to hold on for a little while, but then they just couldn't survive. So a lot of the shop vendors have had to find other sources of revenue. So that night market sadly is no longer. In fact, there's not many night markets around in Bangkok. A lot of them have shut down. So that nowadays the best one and the most popular one seems to be Kalot Rot Phai, which is the railway market at Srinakarin, and it by far is my favorite night market. So that's the best place. If you're looking for a night market, that's the one to go to. Sadly, a lot of the other ones have shut down. Anyway, I'm going to finish my refreshing beverage. And then I'm going to go to the Patpong Museum. I was just fascinated by the Tanon Patpong sign just over here. So I was filming it and the boys in front told me it's over 30 years old, that sign. And the top kind of ornament fell off because it's very old. I said, I like it so much. He's like, yeah, it's very historical, very important sign, but we need to fix it. He said, you're tall, man, you can fix it for us. I said, I can fix it, but I need some glue and tools. Like, okay, next time. Feeling a bit loosey-goosey. Just had a couple of pints of refreshing ales at the Shenanigans, and now walking down Tanon Patpong in search of the Patpong, sorry, not Patpong, Patpong, the Patpong Museum. That's where we're going next. Oh, here's my friend. Everyone thinks I'm here for a massage because I keep touring around. No, thank you, I go to the museum. This guy, he's asked me about 20 times if I want a massage. I reckon he probably thinks that I'm one of the guys who kind of secretly wants the massage but lacks confidence, so I keep walking around the block. So he keeps approaching me. Anyway, the Patpong Museum is just around the corner. I'm going to be there shortly.